Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am back in BeamNG.Drive and we're going to find out which vehicle fares best inside a tornado. We're going to be using this mod. We might be doing a little bit of storm chasing on the side. Should be pretty fun. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start out with an EF4 Tornado. This is kind of going to be our baseline for our little test today. And we are also going to be starting with a regular car because it's a baseline. And I'm pretty sure this is not going to fare well, so we're going to drive over here, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get picked up. Yep, there we go. The vehicle immediately gets picked up, and we're actually getting lofted here. We're getting some pretty serious airtime, and there we go. All right, we've hit the ground. We're going into a roll. We're going down into a ditch, and amazingly, I bet you could actually survive that if you had your seatbelt on. You may have actually survived that, but there we go. We're back in the tornado again. We're going right into the air. It is really not faring well for this yellow car here. It is just getting lofted up the funnel. We're actually going way up into the sky here. The winds are drafting it up the funnel and just sort of tossing it around. We'll go from an inside perspective this time around, see what it's like inside the tornado. Obviously, it's pretty terrifying. We're just kind of... Oh, I think we're falling a little bit now. Yeah, I see the ground getting pretty close. Uh-oh. Here we go. Yep. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's done. That is over with. So the car has been pretty much destroyed. The tornado did not treat it well, of course, as we would have expected with a small vehicle like this. And now we're getting pulled back into the tornado a little bit. But there we go. Alright, so this time around, I'm actually going to be using a truck, and I believe this is actually going to fare worse, and I'll tell you why. Now, the reason I feel this is going to fare worse than the car is the shape. It's very square and not super aerodynamic, so we're going to find out, though. Alright, there we go. We're in the tornado, and, oh, it immediately rolled us. Yeah, we're kind of spinning around, but we're not doing too terribly. I would say that the weight of the vehicle may be helping us here, but I'm not sure for how long. Alright, I guess my hypothesis was proven wrong. I was picked up, but the weight of the vehicle may have kept us from going completely airborne, which may actually be the play. Aerodynamics might not be really involved in this sort of tornadic situation. I will say if the truck was like super lifted, the wind would be able to get under the vehicle better and lift it up. But you know what? For video game purposes, it looks like the truck is actually going to be better than the car. I will say this is pretty beat up, but it still drives, and I'm going to put it in the tornado again. This time I'm just going to drive straight towards it like the movie Twister, and we'll see what happens. So here we go. We're driving straight towards the tornado. All the dust is getting picked up, and... Okay, pretty anticlimactic. We're getting rolled around a little bit. Oh, we're upside down. Let's see. Yeah, inside isn't really too pleasant. But at least we're on the ground. We're not doing too bad for an EF4 here. Now, in real life, I don't think this truck would be on the ground. I think it would be in the air. But there we go. The truck has survived. Now, just a few days ago, BeamNG released an update that includes a school bus and a bunch of other cool vehicles we'll be checking out. And we're going to find out whether the school bus is going to survive this tornado. I think, based on the weight alone, we're going to stay on the ground. We're not going anywhere, but we may have to ramp up the tornado a little bit and see how it fares. Uh-oh. Well, we're getting dragged, and the fence kind of stopped us here. We're intercepting. We are actually intercepting a tornado in a school bus. We're getting dragged around just a little bit. Maybe I can put out the stop sign, caution lights. Yeah, look at that. We're not even getting picked up. We're just getting dragged along. You can see the eye of the tornado represented by that car there. Uh-oh. Oh, my gosh. Yep, there it is. We just plowed straight into a street sign and then into a light pole. So you can see, well, that's where most of the damage has come from. Now, if I open up the radial menu and click this button, I can go into the tornado settings on our tornado vehicle, which is basically running the tornado, and switch it to EF5. This is going to be a lot stronger. And I have a feeling that the school bus is no longer going to be staying on the ground. We're going to find out. So let's just drive down this road and see if we can intercept it. Thankfully, there's nobody on the school bus. But I don't think there's going to be much of a school bus left. Oh my gosh. Yep, there it is. The frame got ripped apart. It got ripped off the body of the vehicle. There we go. Oh my gosh. Let's go and switch into a different camera. Okay, so this is the body of the vehicle. It is no longer intact anymore. As you can see, it's just plowed straight into the ground and, well, been flattened. So, there's that. All right, here we go. I'm going for another run. We're just going to try to intercept the tornado directly by driving into it. And we'll see if we can get a better result than just crashing into the bridge and being torn to shreds. So, let's get ready to make the turn here. We're going to drive right through the field towards the tornado. And we're going to find out whether or not this school bus is going to fare at all or just immediately get lofted and destroyed. I will say the tornado looks really cool with all the debris flying around it. All right, here we go. All the dust is just getting dragged straight up towards the funnel. And there we go. We're airborne. Oh my gosh. The school bus is completely in the air now. Just getting ripped around. You can see the doors are flinging open. The stop sign is flinging around. Yeah, this is what happens when you get a really, really violent tornado. It can loft big vehicles like school buses and tractor trailers. They do not mess around. We're still actually going. And there it is. We just crashed right into that fence. And the frame is actually getting pulled off again from the vehicle. Mainly because of the design of these buses. You get the frame and then they put the body down on top of it. And then they either weld it or bolt it to it. So there it is. All right, we're intercepting again. But I think we're wedged in the fence. Oh, nope. There goes the body. It's gone. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad we weren't with that because that would have been bad. So another new thing added to this update was this armored police vehicle. This thing is rugged. It can survive quite a bit. So we'll see if it can survive an EF5 Tornado. Here we go. We're going to drive right through this field here, and we're just going to get lofted into the tornado. All right. We're in the core. There we are. We've been picked up slightly. Yeah, we're getting tossed around quite a bit. But as you'll notice, we're actually not getting too badly destroyed. Well, minus the front part there. The main compartment in the back is what's armored. And you can see it's actually not being damaged too badly. Yeah, even with that hit, it only dented in the driver's side. But if you were in the back strapped in, you might actually be okay. All right, yeah, we're really starting to get tossed around now. We're getting some speed as we sort of get flung around from side to side. Yeah, the driver's area, not super great. But in the back, I mean, it really doesn't look any different. All right, we're down in the trench. Oh my gosh, something exploded. I think that was the fuel tank. Holy cow. The fireball flying through the tornado. Yeah, you can see that with these hits, it's denting it a little bit, but it's not totally crushing the back compartment. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to leave this, and we'll see what it does. I'll go spawn another vehicle, and yeah, it should be interesting. All right, we're moving on to the big guns here. This is a massive logging truck. This is a super heavy vehicle, and I'm pretty sure it's still going to get lofted. Okay, the tornado is right there. I'm going to make a right turn, and we should get pulled into it now. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Way faster than I anticipated. This vehicle just got airborne in seconds. All right. Well, that ended faster than I thought it would. As you can see, the cab is flattened down, crushed. The logs have been tossed somewhere. I don't know. And the tornado continues on. Now that we've done that, let's go see how our armored truck is doing. Oh, well, it finally got dropped somewhere. And, yeah, I mean, let's see if we can open up the back here. There we go. Let's go in and just take a look here. Yeah, I mean, besides this piece being bent in, you could be in this chair. You just need a really super strong racing harness and a neck brace and a helmet. But there you go. Now I'm going to move on to something a little more extreme. We're actually going to do a little bit of storm chasing, but we're going to use the EF6 option. Yes, there are no EF6s in real life, but there is in this mod, so why not? We're going to use it. And we're going to chase in this vehicle. This is my storm chasing setup. It's the off-road version of this main vehicle. And we should probably get out of here because our goal is not to get sucked up by the tornado. Oh, gosh. Yeah, this thing is approaching super quick. Thank God we got these off-road tires. Things are working out okay for us. I do want to get ahead of it. I do kind of want to get close, but not so close we're going to get sucked up. And there we go. There's a dirt trail. So there's a tornado ripping through there. It's a bit far away from us now, so I'm just going to go ahead, hop back in, close this door, and we'll keep going. We'll keep chasing this thing. We're going to go right down through this little trench here and then come on up and around. Maybe just near this gas station. Okay. Yeah, a little bit further. All right, that's good. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this thing's right here. Oh, no. That was too close. Oh, my gosh. Holy cow. We just got launched into the tornado. And that, folks, is why you don't get too close. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Here we go. And there it is. Well, I guess that's what happened to Jonas and Twister. So, there's that. All right, let's go again. Let's see if we can get in front of it and, like, theoretically deploy a tornado probe. So we've got to figure out its path of motion, get in front of the damage path, hop out, pretend to deploy a probe, and then we should be good. Get out of its path before it picks us up. Yep, there it goes. Tornado's crossing right in front of... Oh, it's moving right at us. Oh, well, there it is. That's it. Well... that was pretty unfortunate. I thought it was going to cross the road right in front of us, but nope. It just took a sharp turn right through our vehicle and picked us up. You know what we should do? We should just go and blow up the vehicle in midair. There we go. Alright. Now we've got car parts flying everywhere. There's a giant fireball in the tornado, aka us. We've actually lost quite a bit of weight on the vehicle. So we've ballooned into the air. We've actually gone way up the tornado because we've lost all that extra weight. So that is pretty interesting. And speaking about that, that reminds me, I think I should try flying a small airplane in this. Or at least try to get into the tornado with the airplane. Maybe we'll actually just fly. All right, here we go. We're flying into the tornado with a small airplane. Oh my gosh! Holy cow! That was violent. It ripped the wings right off the plane. All right, here we go. We're in the bomber. Oh my gosh, we've already taken flight. Well, at least our wings didn't immediately tear off. That's a plus. Let's try to raise the landing gear. Okay. Well, that's one way of doing it. The doors kind of went inward instead of opening outward like they're supposed to. Oh my gosh! Okay, yep, the plane just immediately ripped to shreds. So, I guess we've learned that you're not really supposed to fly an airplane into an EF5 tornado. And if you do, may God have mercy on your soul. So, with that, I think this is a good place to end off the video. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. And I'll see y'all next time, guys. Goodbye.